Raise your hand if you want this 2000 rupee note. Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, everything is allowed. I'm ready to do that. I can see Pinky raising a hand, Vivaswan raising their hands. Good to see two people raising their hand. That's exactly how this businessman who came to our college started this session. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This businessman was profound and very prominent in Coimbatore, where I am from. He took out this 2000 rupee note and said, raise your hand if you want this 2000 rupee note. And my friends, my classmate, including me, we all raised our hands. I was wondering, what will I do with this 2000? What would you do as a 21-year-old person with 2000 rupee note? I thought, can I take someone for a date or something? But I'm a mechanical engineer. Love doesn't exist in the heart of a mechanical engineer. You know what is common between a mechanical engineer and love and Salman Khan and acting? They both do not exist in the first place. And that's exactly what I felt. Having no girlfriend in the first place, I thought what else I could do with this 2000 rupee note. Partially renewing my Toastmaster membership fee? Maybe that I could do that. But I was just thinking, wondering what will I do with that 2000 rupee note. I saw my best friend Kushal running straight towards the stage, grabbing the 2000 rupee note. I was shocked. The professors were shocked. I saw my friends who were seated beside me were shocked. What would you think of your friend who would be there on that stage? We were all shocked, but that businessman out there had a hearty laugh. What is your name, young man? I'm Kushal Bhatija, sir. Great. You took action, my friends, whereas rest of your friends were thinking. But you took that courage to come out. You took that first step, and hence, this is a reward for your effort. That day I learned one thing. There are many people who think, but there are very few people who actually do. That day I also learned a lesson in human psychology. When you fail, you're badly hurt. But when your friend wins, you are worsely hurt. But then Kushal and that businessman taught me a very valuable lesson that day. We have to start somewhere and start. Sometimes we get into this process of overthinking. We overanalyze and paralyze ourselves. And what Kushal did that day taught me a very valuable lesson. We have to start somewhere. Instead of overthinking, we should start doing something about it. But lessons have to be reminded again. And in my first year at table topic contest, I learned it through my mentor. Now my mentor is a tormentor. She's the table topics queen of our club, Coimbatore Toastmasters Club. Now I was not very comfortable volunteering for the contest. I decided to take up Sergeant at Arms roles. But she insisted, no, you should take the role. You should come and compete. Which I readily obliged. When the contest chair announced my name, speaker number 5, Toastmaster Puneet. There are two ways to spread light. To be the candle that burns or the mirror that reflects. There are two ways to spread the light. To be the candle that burns or the mirror that reflects. Toastmaster Puneet. I was wondering, how am I supposed to interpret this big topic? Let me be very honest in admitting, District 98 table topic contests are short and simple. The topics are short and you can understand. Whereas in our club, Tamil Nadu, which is District 120, our topics are this big. You see, my hands are out of the frame. That kind of big we have the table topics out here. And I was wondering, how am I supposed to speak on this topic? I somehow uttered few words, blabbered something, and then left the stage. I decided not to contest again. Have you ever felt that feeling of losing something? How would you feel when you have lost something and in the heat of the moment you decided not to contest again? I decided to never to contest. But my mentor, who's a tormentor, but who is a person who always cares for me, told me to come again. I told I'll practice in club meetings, but I doubt I'm not for contest material. To which she said, with regards to contest, you have to keep coming again and again. That's when you improve. She went on to start a beautiful story. She told, and I quote, I'm a soft skills trainer by profession. I love conducting activities for students in college. On one fine day, I conducted this beautiful activity in a classroom. I divided the class into two parts, Team A and Team B, and I gave them a task to make the best pyramid, the tallest pyramid out of paper. Team A was given this one objective. They have to make it only once. Whereas Team B was given an opportunity to try out as many times as they can. Now the question to you, Puneet, is which team would have done a better job? After a lot of thinking, I replied, of course, the Team B, because they would have perfected it. They would have made a lot more progress. That's exactly how you progress in contests. That's exactly how you progress in life as well. You have to start again. You have to start somewhere and learn on the way. Mistakes are bound to come. But the question is, are you willing to learn from that mistake? That day I learned a life lesson. We have to start somewhere. After all, we don't get ready by waiting. We get ready by starting. In the year 2020, I participated again in table topic contest. Boom, club level first place, area level second place. Not bad. This year I contested again. Club level first place, area level first place again, and division missed out by a whisker, second place. But what I've learned in this journey is to keep trying again and again. After all, we don't get ready by waiting. We get ready by starting. So let's start somewhere. Start now. Table Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Puneet, for the great speech.